Ever pondered why some people seem to be overly self-focused, constantly needing admiration and having a lack of empathy? Could it be narcissism? But what if it's not as extreme as you might think? Welcome to the exploration of the narcissistic spectrum, where not all narcissism is created equal. Imagine a sliding scale. On one end, you have a mild level of narcissism, and on the other, an extreme level. Narcissism isn't simply a black and white concept, it involves various shades of gray. Starting with the milder end of the spectrum, people here may exhibit traits of self-centeredness, a sense of entitlement, or a need for admiration. However, these traits are often subtle and may not significantly impact their relationships or daily lives. They might be seen as slightly arrogant or overly confident, but they're still capable of forming meaningful relationships and showing empathy towards others. Moving up the spectrum, the narcissistic traits become more pronounced. People in this category may have an inflated sense of self-importance and a persistent pattern of grandiosity. They may demand constant admiration and struggle with empathy. Relationships might become strained due to their need to be superior and their lack of understanding of others' feelings. Now imagine the farthest end of the spectrum. Here lie the extreme narcissists. Their sense of entitlement and lack of empathy are at a level that can be harmful. They exhibit manipulative behaviors, have an inability to handle any criticism, and may engage in gaslighting to maintain their superiority. Their relationships are often marked by control, coercion, and emotional harm. But why does this spectrum matter? Understanding that narcissism isn't just a one-size-fits-all label can help in recognizing and dealing with it in daily life. It's important to remember that everyone can exhibit narcissistic traits to a certain degree. It's when these traits become persistent, pervasive, and impairing that they become problematic. In summary, the narcissistic spectrum ranges from mild to extreme. Mild narcissists may display subtle, self-centered behaviors, but can still maintain meaningful relationships. Mid-level narcissists have a more inflated sense of self-importance and a greater need for admiration, which can strain their relationships. Extreme narcissists, on the other hand, can be harmful with their manipulative behaviors and lack of empathy. Remember, narcissism isn't inherently evil. Like many things in life, it's about balance. A healthy level of self-confidence and self-esteem is beneficial. It's when these traits tip over into extreme narcissism that they can lead to harm. Understanding the spectrum is the first step towards recognizing and addressing these behaviors. So next time when you encounter someone with an inflated sense of self-importance or a lack of empathy, pause and consider where they might fall on the narcissistic spectrum. It's not about labeling them, but about understanding their behaviors and how it might impact their relationships and yours. And remember, empathy, understanding, and compassion can go a long way. Even when dealing with narcissism,